today we're going to be doing shuffles. Okay, so before we jump straight into playing a shuffle, it's involving two separate things. Now they're both things that we have done before. It's going to involve playing sixteenths and ghost notes. So we're really going to be using a lot of dynamics to create the rhythm. Okay, so shuffles, there's many different types of shuffles. But shuffles are mostly sort of geared toward the song or the music they're playing. There's no set standard kind of shuffles. Well, I'm sure there probably are, but we're not going to focus on them now. We're just going to work on a basic shuffle that can be sort of warped and added swing to change the sound of it, to go with the kind of music that you're playing. So the most basic and simple shuffle is going to involve just a bass drum and a snare drum. Okay, so those of you that don't have a drum kit, you can just use your practice pad or your bucket and just stamp your foot on the ground for the bass as usual. Okay, so we'll start off just using the bass first because it's really simple. I might as well explain that and get it out of the way. Okay, so the bass drum first of all plays a simple 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 at whatever tempo you want to set. Okay, and then you add the shuffle on top of that. So the bass drum is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and the snare drum is what we're going to do the shuffle on. Now, 16th notes, the way we count them is 1E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a. Okay, and we're going to continue this way by going right, left, always right hand, left hand. So you're going to go 1E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a. Just like that. That's what our hands are going to do. So our hands are going to be going 1E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a. Our bass drum's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll put them both together now. Start with the bass first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and always start with your right hand. 3, 4. 1E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a. Okay, so I want you to play that a couple of times through before you move on to the next part. Just 1E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a, okay? And when you're practicing that, don't worry about if anything is louder or softer, just as long as you keep your hands going along with the bass drum. So try it quite fast, and it goes like this. 1E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a. Just like that. So by going 1E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a on our snare drum and our bass drum just playing out the beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to try and work on a little bit of dynamics, okay? So for this, I want everything to be as quiet as you can make it. So really quiet, 1E and a, 2E and a, okay, like this. But I want the bass drum not to be like, 1, and like beating the life out of it, but just 1E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a. So the bass drum really stands out. So I want you to play it through once like that, with the bass drum standing out, but everything else being quiet, okay? Just like that. And now is when we get the real shuffling happening, okay? Shuffling happening. I can only speak English, can't I? So the shuffling happening. So remember, the bass one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, quite loud. 1E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a. We want to try and play something opposite the bass drum, which gives it that kind of a boom ba boom ba boom ba kind of feel. Okay? So we're going to go 1E and a, 2E and a. Okay? So on the and, you're going to play it slightly louder with your right hand. Now remember, everything in the snare is still staying soft. Okay? So maybe go back again in the video and play it through until this feels comfortable. Once that feels like second nature and it's no problem, then we'll add the and E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a, and we'll get that and a slightly louder with our right hand. So 1E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a. Okay, so everything on the snare drum is quiet. The bass drum is going to be loud on 1, 2, 3, 4, and your right hand is going to be loud on 1E and a, 2E and a. Okay, so putting it all together, it'll look like this. faster. Okay, but what you want to do to really create it, and what you do is you change the swing of the shuffle, and that's what fits the kind of music, okay? So this would mostly be played in a lot of sort of country music, bluegrass music, a lot of blues music, sometimes in jazz music as well, or even as a fill or a build-up in pop and rock music. So it is used quite a lot, but the majority of the time you'll see drummers doing this with brushes. So they're almost like drumsticks, but instead of being made up of one solid piece of wood, they're made up of lots of separate either wooden or plastic or little kind of wires that just all fan out, and it's all about playing very gently, and it gives a really nice soft shuffly sound like you're brushing over the snare, okay? But if you haven't got a drum kit, don't worry about that. If you're not using a snare, don't worry about that. Brushes are just about the feel. If you can play a shuffle with your sticks, you can play it with the brushes, okay? There's no difference. It just sounds different. That's it. There's nothing you have to do as a drummer to make it sound different. So adding a swing is all about creating a different way of speaking. So if I just speak to you like this, every word or syllable is the same distance apart. It's very mechanical. It is like a robot talking to you. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So your voice and your accent is a different kind of a swing. So for example, if you're English, you have a sort of up and down all the time when you're speaking like that. Or if you're Scottish, sometimes you'll find it goes down, and all the words have a little bit of an extra syllable now and then in them. Northern Irish to other people kind of sounds like da na 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 na. That's kind of the way our accent is. That's the swing of the way we speak. So drums kind of have a different swing as well. So if you're going 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, you can change that and kind of sway it a bit, and it changes the swing. So 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, yeah. That's much more of a shuffle, but my hands and my body's doing the same thing. I'm still playing on the 1, 2, 3, 4 and the and with this, but the way you play it kind of changes the sound of the drum. Now, you can add extra accents in as well to really get a kind of a really detailed shuffly sound on the snare. So if I was going 1E and a 2E and, I can maybe get the a little bit louder as well. So 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E. Play that fast, sounds like this. Okay, and to accent more, you can even hit the rim of the drum to get a totally different sound. And all I'm doing is changing where my hand's hitting, how loud and how soft it is, but my body is still going 1E and a 2E and a, like that. Okay, so feel free to watch this video as many times as you want. It's quite a simple little thing, but it does take a little bit of time, so I'm not going to lie to you and say, yeah, you'll get this in 5-10 minutes, easy, because it'll get better every single time you play it. Okay, and if you're having trouble and you can notice there's something wrong, that means you're doing well. Okay, I don't want people to go, I'm not getting that, I know what I'm doing wrong. If you know what you're doing wrong, that means you're getting better. You are getting better. And you just have to keep doing it, watching the video, rewinding it back as many times as you want, okay? And please, as usual, feel free to send me a video of how you're getting on. Also, make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I know it might not seem like much, but it does help a lot, and it gets more people to see these. But these private videos are only for those who are paying, by the way. So if you're paying the £7 for the week, or if you're paying the £15 for the private lesson, you're getting this video free. But they're not open to the public. But I have another series of videos which is on the same channel called No Kit Required. So please like and share and subscribe and do all that kind of yada yada thing you do when it comes to YouTube videos. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so please feel free to share them. And there's loads of information and stuff coming up on the channel too. So we're going to have t-shirts very soon. Hopefully in the next video I'll be wearing one of the new t-shirts. I've still got the books available on Amazon. I'm still working on the next one. So they're all good. We've got the whole new video series. We've got these lessons on the weekly videos. We've got private lessons. There's so much happening. We've got private lessons as well. And as of hopefully next week onwards, I'm going to be setting out hopefully face-to-face drum lessons. So we might be doing something like drums in the park, or we'll find us some kind of a community centre where we can have group lessons again, all obviously spread apart and a bit of distance, okay? But that will all come in information in the emails, and you all have my email address and my number, so do not hesitate to get in touch. Okay, so there's loads of stuff. Go back to the start of the video again, watch it again, and have fun trying to play your shuffle. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.